it. I thought it was good.
I wasn't a huge fan. It was just kind of lame and cliche, and I really think Gal's a horrible actress.
Are you serious?
She makes me so uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh. Ilsa Fisher though.
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis though. John Hamm.
John Hamm was easily the best.
I was like laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That was so much better than Masterminds.
Definitely better than Masterminds. John Hamm was like the best part of it, but other than that,
It was
just
so
kind of lame.
He did good at playing like the Bond type dude. You know,
John Hamm did.
He's so suave, but then he had like that sensitive side where, you know. I liked it. Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, it was just Get Smart.
Maybe we'll come back to this in 2 days and I'll have a completely different opinion. We could flip flop. You know, you could like it.
I could like it
really
maybe a
hate
little bit
it.
more, but I really don't think so.
I don't know.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I actually think I would buy this on DVD and watch it once a year. Right?
I'm not into that.
Yeah,
No,
our
man, save
director
your money.
didn't like it either.
No, he just went for Gal.
Yeah, you were playing with your phone half the movie.
It wasn't very good.
Okay.
I wasn't interested.
So you can get up and go that way, and then I'll go this way, and then we can.
Yeah, ready.
I'll see you in 2 days.
All right. Yeah.
All right. See ya. What'd you think?
It's still a horrendous sack of poo.
I really, really liked it, honestly. I thought it was funny. I mean, do I think it should win an Oscar? Yes.
Come back on that.
But
you don't think it should win an Oscar, right?
No, definitely not. But I mean, it's a fun little family film. I
wouldn't say family film either.
I guess maybe you would take your family to it and then kind of regret it during a couple of scenes. But other than that, I mean, it's just like a nice little comedy, you know, something just to take a little bite out of.
I mean, I just really thought it was
de-stress yourself.
Poo. I thought it was like a really weak Get Smart.
Well, the director, Greg Mottola, has done Superbad and I think a couple of other things.
Yeah, I think he did Paul in Adventureland, which is a huge bummer because I really liked all three of those.
Yeah, all three of those are great.
But this didn't have like the same type of atmosphere that those did.
No, this was like a lot more, you could tell, and
yeah.
Probably that had a bunch of studio interaction.
Exactly,
like they had a bunch of stuff probably cut out or they were getting told what to do by the studio.
I think the biggest disappointment for me was like how big of a wasted opportunity Masterminds and Keeping Up with the Joneses was for Zach Galifianakis.
Right, after...
Because he did Hangover and got like a bunch of publicity, and then he went and did Birdman, which was like, he had a really good part in Birdman.
Right, it wasn't necessarily dramatic, but it was more like... It was definitely more serious, right?
And then I feel like he just sold out and did this like slapstick comedy.
Well, I mean, I'm sure like all the golden jet skis he's buying probably make him really happy.
Yeah, he'll probably see this and laugh at me and tell me I'm a fool.
I think he's just. I mean, I don't know if I'd necessarily say he's in it for the paycheck, but the money. I mean, money talks.
I know, but I hope he doesn't turn into like a Tyler Perry and just produce this forever.
Right. So scores.
Battle of the scores. All right, cinematic 5.
I gave it a 7. I thought there were some cool shots. Obviously, not some sort of Oscar award-winning cinematography,
I
but
hope not.
I mean, you never know.
It'd be a real down year for the Oscars. I just thought the cinematography, it was like average for most of it, and like you said, there were some cool action shots, but then it like loses points for more crap CGI on these worm-looking animals.
You'd think we'd be going ahead in CGI, but we're obviously getting worse.
Okay.
So for plot, I gave it a 5.
No, you didn't.
Oh, wait. Plot, I gave it a 7.
Yeah, you should have given it a 5 because it was incredibly cliche.
Yeah, but, I mean, you knew the twist like halfway. I mean, there really was no twist, but there kind of was a little bit of a twist.
Oswald.
But otherwise, I mean, it was just a decent, like,
But, like... Every time I see like a comedy, if it's trying to do like a serious, because this is like a serious situation, obviously, so I wanted it to have a bit better of a plot, maybe a funnier plot.
I mean, wasn't asking for much, so I think that's why my score was high.
That's a good point.
For acting, I gave it a 7.
I gave it a 6.
I thought John Hamm was really good.
John Hamm was really good.
I know you hate Gal.
She's not very good at acting.
Isla Fisher.
Very good.
Zach Galifianakis.
Average.
Yeah, I mean, I thought just in general, like the John Hamm, like sensitive side thing, like I said, it was really good. He played blonde. He played like the Bond type really
very
well.
suave,
and then
yeah.
Gal was like the femme fatale. Like, that was.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, it was for a comedy movie. You can't really ask for super dramatic performances or
Yeah.
nuanced like.
I guess. And I mean, Gal looks really good. That's always a good reason to have her there.
Yeah, true.
And she plays
Isla
like
Fisher too.
Isla Fisher. She is, wow.
Yeah, but for the most part, I thought that the acting was.
I thought it was average, maybe a touch above, because John Hamm did a great job.
Yeah, that's true. Entertainment, I gave it a 7 again.
7 again. I was also I'm gonna give that a 6.
So you kind of bumped it up maybe a little bit.
I did, because like you do laugh. Like
Yeah,
if you
I was
laugh,
like-
if you laugh during a funny movie, then it's gonna be somewhat entertaining, right?
Right, I was laughing like basically, just maybe it just hit my personal sense of humor, but I was laughing basically the whole time.
Yeah.
So I thought it was entertaining for me. I don't know if I would watch it every year, like I said. I actually think I would buy this on DVD and watch it once a year. So I've cooled down in that
Cooled
regard.
down a little bit.
But
I don't think I'd even watch it again.
maybe if it ran on TBS or something.
Maybe.
I'd watch it again.
I would probably pick Judge Judy over it, though.
And then the score, I gave it a 7 as well.
Well, I'm going to give it a 6. I did like the score. There were parts where I was like, that's cool. I like the little spy.
Yeah, I
spy
think they
music
were
going
doing
on.
they were doing like renditions of like, the James Bond,
Mission Impossible.
like just that very orchestral type
Yeah.
action piece, I guess.
But I mean, it wasn't anything terrific. I'm not downloading it. That's for
Oh
sure.
yeah, I mean honestly, I would be I don't even remember if there was much score to begin with, but
I
the
really
parts
don't
that I
think
do
there
remember.
was, but I know there were some hotel room scenes, and they were like, there was some good little music going on.
Oh right.
Or when they're running through the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Mission Impossible. That was exactly Mission Impossible. It wasn't like that.
So my super score was 7. Because
It's only a 7 because you didn't calculate that.
No, I just went 7s throughout
Yeah.
through the whole thing. So
Did you do
mine was
that just specifically so you'd have an easy super score?
Yeah, I'm not very good at math. So
5.6 on the dot.
5. I just knew that if I hit it with all 7s, that the average would be
the
7.
average. Yeah, well, mine was 5.6. I don't really recommend you go see this movie. I'd rather like pull up Paul on some sort of streaming thing and watch Paul instead.
So you think this is probably his weakest part of his filmography?
Yeah, I know he's done some other movies. His big 3 though are Adventureland, Paul, and Superbad.
Right.
And I think you could pick any of those and watch those over this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Welcome to The Shredder.
All right, folks. All right, folks. Is that a good way to start that? I'd like to talk about something very important to me. I'd like to talk about Suicide Squad. Really, just the whole entire DC universe, but we'll get to that. Really anything that Zack Snyder's involved in, apart from Watchmen, but I think he crashed and burned after that. But that's all for a different time. However, Suicide Squad, couple of notes. Half the characters were dumb and not important. Then they drop Ben Affleck in there and act like we're supposed to know why he's there. I don't know why he's there. Apparently he arrested someone, or was a part of arresting someone. I'm not really sure about that either. There wasn't very much explanation about it. 2, I'm very upset that the movie was even made. It shouldn't have been made. Zack Snyder got involved, destroyed it, and then I'm upset that because they didn't plan anything. They just threw a movie together. They tried to catch up with the Avengers without having any sort of Avenger-esque qualities about the movie. And then, what else? There's a whole bunch of stuff. Just give me a minute to think about it. So I didn't like the fact that it was made. I didn't like the fact that Zack Snyder was involved. I didn't like the fact that all the actors were bad, the plot was stupid, and they ruined Cara. How do you say her last name? Cara Delevingne. I thought the V came before. Okay, Delevingne. All right. Cara Delevingne. They ruined her for me. She was so beautiful, and she was such a bad bee. and she was just so cool, and then they turned her into this stupid witch thing that was just dumb and not necessary and made her look stupid, and the whole plot for the movie was dumb. There were aliens involved. We never addressed any aliens. We addressed aliens in Thor and the Marvel movie with the aliens, but we didn't address them in this. Where did they come from? What realm are they from? I'm not really sure, but you didn't tell me any of this. Whoever directed this, who directed this? Doesn't matter who directed it because it's a horrendous crap of poo. Horrendous sack of poo. Crap. Either way, I am not a fan of this movie. I suggest that Zack Snyder stop being involved with every DC movie that comes out, even though he will be involved in every single DC movie that comes out, but until he's not, I will not see one of these films. Batman is going to be bad, and the next Superman will be bad, and the Justice League will be awful as well.
Batman's directed by Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but Zack Snyder's probably going to be involved, right?
Now into the world of TV.
What you see on TV this week, man?
I haven't seen it yet because it hasn't started, but Walking Dead starts this week.
Season
7.
Season 7. Season 7. I've not seen a single
I stopped
season.
at like 3.
I've read the comic or the graphic novel.
Did it get all the way to 6 seasons?
No,
7 seasons?
they're way past the comic books, I think.
That's a shame. So I feel like it's just gonna. I feel like it did get on here. That's why I stopped watching it.
Anything that you actually watched though that possibly
Yes, I've been keeping up with American Horror Story not religiously, especially not for this season. Let's
Right.
not bring religion into it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it kind of like it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do, and like stories have like collided inside of this new season, and I'm very excited for the direction.
I'm still so lost every time you talk about it. It seems like just too many moving parts.
Yeah, but like the moving parts are now like moving in sync.
Right.
It's like a well-oiled machine, that American Horror Story.
I gotcha.
Not
so
really. It's average.
do you think I should pick it up though?
No, not now.
I mean, I'm saying like
If you catch up,
Yeah.
yeah, I think you'd enjoy it.
okay,
I think
all right.
you'd enjoy it.
Moving on into movie news.
I watched a bunch of trailers today.
Hit me with them. What were they?
Cure for Wellness.
Ooh, that looks. I saw that one.
The final Rogue One trailer came out today as well, and then we also had Logan.
I'm excited for Logan.
Logan looks really, really, really
I'm glad
good.
they're like aging out. Huge. I
Huge-
almost said
huge-
huge jacked man.
Old, huge, jacked man.
Yeah, but I like how they're not like throwing him away.
Yeah, it's apparently
He
set
did way
like in
too
the
good.
2020s or something, and it seems like it's rated R, which is like the first Wolverine movie that's been rated R.
Obviously, because Deadpool did so well, they're like
They had to. I think they're taking more risks
Which
with
will
the
be good.
ratings.
Hugh
But,
Jackman running around as an old man stabbing people and swearing.
And then also we finally saw the Nocturnal Animals trailer.
Yeah, it came out last month. The trailer did, but I was just doing my IMDb scrolling.
Yeah.
And I came up to it, and I have a strong feeling I'm going to be in love with Amy Adams by the end of this year.
I think she's really gonna clean house at the Oscars.
She's going to be getting up and down a lot.
between stand up and sit down. She's gonna. I think it would be really cool if she won like a supporting cast Oscar.
And then
Main, so it'd be Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress.
boy, people would be upset about that.
I don't think people would be upset. It would just be
Well, not
like
if she earns it, at least.
yeah. I mean, she's a good actress.
Although
but-
I think for Nocturnal Animals. She plays like the main in that though. Or do
No,
you think
I
it's gonna be
think
more
I
Jake
think
Gyllenhaal?
I think it's gonna be more Jake Gyllenhaal, and then Arrival is gonna be the one where she's the main
That's gonna
character.
be- I'm excited for both movies.
Yeah, I
Very
think- I
excited
think
for
they both
I
look-
think they're both going to be involved in the Oscars.
Yeah, I think she's
She's going to do well. She's had a
going
good year.
through she's going through her own little reconnaissance of sorts.
Is that a good? Have you heard that before?
Reconnaissance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead
Oh
of
no, I didn't make that
McConaughey
up.
Renaissance.
Right. So like that was when he started making really good movies instead of like Fool's Gold and Sahara.
Yeah.
Think that's all we got to talk about. See us next week when we go check out Inferno, and we're going to talk about some more movie and TV news.
Yeah, we'll see
But
what's
until
going on.
then, you guys stay woke.